Alright, guys, this is the 112 scale G.I. Joe VAMP RC. So I've been working on this one for a while, on and off, of course, because they get complicated and things happen. So there's Scarlett, the 112 scale, 6-inch Scarlett. She's got some upgrades, as you can tell, plate carrier, and new boots and pants and weapon gear. So that's the 112, just to show you. So this is the VAMP. We want to give you guys an update on it. It is an RC. It's full function, independent suspension. This has been a fun project, but as you can tell, there's a lot of mods. So I started off with I believe it's an RX 311 Tamiya. It's an old school. It's the predecessor to the actually it's not a predecessor, it's the first cheetah-like VAMP vehicle, 112 scale, that Tamiya came out with. And then it came out with a Tamiya, I believe, the 4-door or 4-seater. The XR 311 was a 2-seater. So this is what you see, the dark green. That's the original one. So it's been highly modified. I thought it would be interesting to start with that and see how I can work it so it could start looking more like a VAMP. But now you can barely even see the original body. Not sure if it was a good start, but at least I had a point of reference, and that's what it allowed me to have, is a point of reference to continue the build. So as you can tell, there's been modifications here with the wheel wells as well. All this light gray stuff and medium gray stuff that you see is epoxy. So it's just two clays that you mix together and fairly malleable, and it gives you a good enough time to work with it. I'm not sure if you can see the patch there, patch here. All these different patches are modifications. You know, you put it down, you sand it down, and then you start figuring out, hey, it doesn't quite, I didn't quite get it right. So you keep on putting more layers and more layers. These wheel wells, these fender guards here, these were difficult to produce. There was, I think, 4 or 5 layers here because of the angles. Looking at a VAMP and then, you know, making the cuts, making the sanding, and then figuring out you need a little bit more here, more there. So it takes a long while. The XR 311, the Tamiya vehicle, I did have to cut it in half down here. As you can see, this is a patch to strengthen the body because it was cut here and here, so I could shrink it back down a little bit more to fit the look of the original VAMP. And also, when I did that, I took into consideration the wheel distance from the RC that I used. This RC, I believe, is a 110 scale. It's from it's a not so well known maker of RCs, but it's a beast. It's a 926 McGruff. It's a weird name. It's a McGruff RC, 110 or 112 scale. I'm not too sure. I forgot. But they're difficult to find because they're not mainstream. I got a couple extra ones, but the thing with that RC is that the wheels, they are short, so it fits the profile just right for this vehicle, which is crazy weird. I know, I'm not sure if you've seen my other videos, but sometimes I mention that things come together fairly creepy. The universe comes together. I just had this one lying around before I even considered making the VAMP, and I looked at it and it looked like a perfect fit, and sure enough, it was a perfect fit. The wheels are the right distance from each other. It's fairly close. The rims, I wish that I can get a couple of rims made from a 3D printer, but I don't have one that look like the original VAMP. But you know, little things. It is held with 4 detent rings, so I could just pop these off and then take it out, take the whole body off. It's fairly sturdy. The bumper was from a same company that makes this, makes a different RC, and it's got a wider wheel base, but it had the perfect bumper. Fortunately enough, I found that other RC that this company makes at Goodwill, and the bumper was perfect fit, because the McGruff actually comes with a humongous bumper, super strong, but it's completely overwhelming and it doesn't allow for that short muzzle that the VAMP has. But this one is perfect. As you can see, I could still put the weird looking bumper that the VAMP came with, and it's gonna sit perfectly with this bumper. So it's probably gonna strengthen a little bit more of that front. Of course, I'm gonna put the winch here. I already bought it. I just need to paint it, and the light buckets here, as you can tell, they're a little bit shorter than what would be proportional for this one, but it works. And I had to lift it higher because of the clearance for the mounting post here. Like I said, this vehicle is amazing. It's fast. It's not super fast where you can't control it or you're not gonna have fun with it, but it drifts a lot on dirt. It actually acts like a rally vehicle. The body's fairly heavy because of all the mods, and I'm still not done with it. I still have to put the light buckets back here and the difficult grill that goes in between here. I reached out to one of you guys that does 3D printing, and I apologize, I don't remember his name, but he did print out a laser cannon. So I'm still debating whether I want to make it the green one, the brown one, or the black one. As far as the color scheme, I'm moving more towards the modern green, with there's certain modifications that the modern green VAMP has. I think I'm gonna go with that one because it's just cool. But yeah, you can see down here, in here, you can see all the modifications. The putty, the white, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but that's just regular plastic pieces that I had before. I forgot what it's called. I think Evergreen. If you look up Evergreen, they have plastic sheets that they sell in different thicknesses. I just keep those around. You could actually use any kind of plastic, but it does have grill. So there's a lot of cleaning that I have to do in here. It takes a lot of work to do these. So I was hoping that maybe I could make a plaster casting, rubber casting of it, and then reproduce it again. But there's just too many intricacies and too many little holes that it would be hard to capture everything. It would be a difficult pour for that casting. So this is probably gonna be the only one that of its kind as far as me is concerned. I am working on a Tamiya Cheetah 4-seater. It kind of looks like a VAMP, so I'm just gonna leave that one as it is. They're expensive anyways, and the look is pretty awesome. So that's the as much as I can think of the update on my VAMP, my 112 scale RC VAMP. Like I said, it is gonna have the winch and it's gonna have the lights. And for the most part, it's hopefully I'll make a video soon on how it moves. That way you guys can see, and maybe it could inspire you to do your own. I know some guys are out there and they're 3D printing the VAMP at 112 scale, which is pretty cool. I don't have the 3D printer, and I don't know. I know there's some 3D printers that do a good job at maintaining the surfaces clean, but there's a lot of them that they have little lines, and there's ways of getting rid of those lines. It just doesn't seem, at the moment right now that I want to really do the 3D printing of these guys, because there's just a lot of, again, a lot of point of references and the way it looks and the angles. Just these fenders alone, they've been difficult, but it's been fun working them and finding the right angle. And I enjoy building these as much as I enjoy seeing the final product, because it's problem solving. And that's what it is, you guys. There's problem solving. You come across so many problems building these, that it's just, you know, I go at night, it's like, I wonder how I can fix that, and how I can make it look like I want it to look. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Like I said, the vehicle down here is a great base for if you're gonna build one of these. If you're gonna build a 112 VAMP, or the ready-made body of the Tamiya Cheetah 112 scale. They're expensive. I got lucky and I got one cheap, and that was for $230, but it looks awesome. I'll show you guys a video on that next. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Have fun building them, and don't forget to build them and enjoy them, play with them. And they might break, but that's what they're built for, right? All right, take care, you guys.